glad that you're with me on this final little leg of our trip to Sturgis. Rob right now is riding out, and he is going to ride with our crew back to California, and I'm flying. So you'll be able to see what it's like for both of us on our trip home. Please go back and subscribe and look through the playlist of Motorcycle Life if you haven't yet, and see the beautiful rides that we took in spite of the rain and everything else. By the way, I'm at Rapid City International Airport right there. See ya. This is the first time we stayed outside the city, but it was just that flight. All that riding and the flight took it out of me.
I know. It's a lot.
We didn't get home till the evening. Every day we left at 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning at the latest, and we rode all day. When I got dropped off at the airport, they had to take off. Our Airbnb, they had to check out. Right. And we're over an hour away from the airport, so Rob had
Rob had to drop you off. He had
to take everything out of his bike, put my stuff in his bike, right? Race me to the airport. My flight wasn't until 4:11. I was at the airport at 8:45 in the morning. My flight didn't take off till 4:35.
Which you didn't know at that time.
Yeah, I did. Hey, you have an 11:17. Can you let me fly standby? Because you screwed me on the first flight over here, right? And they said, okay, we'll put you on standby. Every hour that went on, they said, attention all passengers. Oh, no. Anyone, any passenger leaving Rapid City Regional Airport, we are asking for volunteers. We don't care which city you're going to. We're oversold, overbooked on all our flights. We need volunteers. We need volunteers. We'll give you a hotel, a round-trip voucher, and a refund on your ticket if you're willing to stay overnight in Rapid City. Nobody did it. Nobody. Everybody was out of the rally. Had to get home.
They wanted to get home,
right?
I don't care.
And so, so I was the first one standby. So I was like, forget it. So I raced back down, and I saw it's a dinky little airport. I raced my luggage, which was carry-on. No, my carry-on. I didn't want to carry it around all day. I went down there and I checked my bag in for my flight, and then I go outside because I don't want to be stuck inside. And then I get a text from United saying, welcome aboard, your bag is on the plane. So I run back in. I'm like, what the hell? I run back. I said, where's my bag? And they raced to go get my bag off the plane and put it. They said, well, it'll end up in Denver, but then you'd have to go down to baggage. I said, I'm not going to baggage claim at Denver International. Get it off the flight. I wasn't even going to check it. You guys told us we had to check our bags because you guys were oversold.
Yes.
Right?
Your fault.
Again, so my bag was already lost to begin with. Right? So then at 4:11, I sat there and I waited. They got my bag back. And 4:11, they were delayed. And it was a puddle jump flight that should have taken no more than an hour. And we were delayed 50 minutes. And I had a connecting in Denver. And I would have had maybe 15 minutes to get there.
I know we have parked.
Pilot's like, sorry folks, it's sold out and you all had to check your luggage. We're sorry about this. We're going to try to get you there on time. We know that you all have connecting. It's a puddle jump plane. It's a tiny little plane.
Is that what those are?
It's like this. You can't even hear the person next to you.
Oh,
the
engine's
so loud. Yeah. So all of a sudden we're in the air. We land, and we're like, wow, this is a lot of turbulence for 40 minutes. It was like, right?
Oh, my God.
And we got there.
Freaking out.
No, we got there, and we bounced on the tarmac. Everyone bounced out of their seat on the tarmac. They came in hard. Everyone looks at their watches because we're freaking out. We all have connectings.
Oh, jeez.
And we're like, it can't be 5:30. It can't be. And my flight was at 7:11. I said, it can't be 5:28. And I said, oh, wait, it's 6:28 my time. Wait, Denver time, right?
I know, you got to think Denver
It doesn't matter what happened. Everyone said, oh, my. I told the whole place, I think we're in the twilight zone. The time was correct. Our pilot, to try to make up the time for connecting, That's why we were all bouncing all over the place. He hauled ass, and he actually got us there at 40 minutes instead of over an hour. Okay, so there's this little patio terrace out here at the airport. On the second floor, there's a restaurant. Pre-security check-in and post-security check-in, but since it's only 10 o'clock and I have till 4 to hang out here because I couldn't get on the standby, they're actually asking people for volunteers to get off the airplane. They overbooked it, they oversold it, they bumped people. I'm kind of stuck here. I was hoping to make it to Denver, but that's okay. You kind of just gotta go with the flow sometimes, so I'm still in Sturgis. Not in the way that I want to be, but I'm here. Okay.
I've drowned and dreamt this moment, so overdue. I owe them. Swept away, I'm stolen.
We're delayed, we're delayed. Story of me.
The sky falls and it crumbles. We will stand tall, I'll face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, I'll face it all together as sky falls. That sky falls. Skyfall is where we start. 1,000 miles and poles apart. Where was
Pretty Michelle, how did we were 40 minutes delayed. That's a little puddle jumper. We both have to run her again, but we don't because they hauled ass here. I mean, we're early. I don't know how that happened. I'm almost home, 2.5 more hours.
life's like a road that you travel.
Hello everybody, I made it back on the bike and it was a good trip back. Had a couple little, one issue and a couple other little delays, but it was a good ride all in all. After I dropped Prinda off at the airport, I had to hustle back to the cabin and load the bike because I had taken everything off to load her stuff up to go to the airport. Had just a little bit better than an hour because we had to be out of the cabin at 10 o'clock. I got back, got it all loaded up, and we got out of there right about 10 o'clock. The first day went 531 miles. We left Custer and rode all the way down to Rifle, Colorado.
I'll forget you're in my blood. I'm not a lonely man. There's no road I can hold. The road so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Still we're survivors. Life is a highway, but I wanna ride it all night long. Woo! If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, 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 yeah. Life is a highway, but I wanna ride it all night long. Yeah. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and I. A misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye.
good. V25. I'm at gate V47, so we're all good. We're all good.
Life is a highway, but I wanna ride it all night long. Yeah,
I'm almost home. 2.5 more hours, hopefully, and that's it. Boarded.
Initial assessment, he believes that the damage is within limits. Unfortunately, it has to be signed off by United Engineering, which is located in Chicago, and our maintenance headquarters, which is located in San Francisco. So it's a long process. I'm not fully sure what's involved, but his estimate was another hour until everything gets passed back and forth, photographs, measurements, concurrence. The zone controller wants to deplane the entire aircraft. So, if they do find another aircraft before they sign this one off, we can take that one and be out of here a little bit sooner. But in the meantime, we're going to deplane the entire aircraft. So I do apologize for this, but safety is our #1 priority here at United Airlines. So this aircraft is being taken out of service.
Isn't there a song by Alice Cooper that says, "Welcome to my nightmare"?
This guy just said, isn't there a song by Alice Cooper called Welcome to My Nightmare? Yes, welcome to our nightmare. Yeah, that is a song. We are boarded. It is 8:10.
Okay,
Standard
folks,
Pacific.
welcome back. Thanks for hanging in there with us. As you know, aviation's not an exact science. Things happen. Just think of it this way, that bird got a worse deal than we did. But we're looking at 1 hour, 52 minutes of flying time en route to Ontario. Weather out there is nice. They've got winds out of the west about 15 miles an hour, high overcast, and it's a very pleasant 73 degrees Fahrenheit.
cigarettes. I sometimes feel I should just go home, but I'm dealing with a memory that never forgets. I love to hear you say my name, especially when you say yes. I got your body right now on my mind, but I jump myself blind to the sound of old T-Rex. To the sound of old T-Rex. Oh, and who's next? When I say I love you, you say you better. You better, you better, you better. When I say I need you, you say you better. You better, you better, you better. You better bet your life. Oh, love will cut you like a knife.
8:30. I'm up over 2 hours late. I get out of the plane. I call Lyft, and the Lyft driver's like, "I'm here." I'm like, "Okay." My bag's not out yet. I don't know why. Maybe because it was the first one on. So it's right. I just watched Carousel go empty, and I was like, "My bag's." You know, I told the Lyft. He just left me. He just canceled my trip. I thought, "Oh, great. Okay." So I call another Lyft. I said, "Hey, need to find my bag. I don't know what's going on." He's like, "Okay, I'll be over there." Okay, so I go, and there's two people ahead of me in the baggage claim department because they lost my luggage. Then he left. I said, "Screw this." The only reason I took Lyft was because you guys are supposed to be cheaper out of Ontario International in California. You are not. I'm always going to rely on Uber. Uber forever. Uber for life. Never do Lyft. Uber picked me up in a $100,000 Lexus. It was like being in the Batmobile. Because I decided at that point that United was going to pay for a luxury ride for that 15 miles home. They're going to do it. And so I sat on luxury and bitched to the kid, and I got home. That was my entire day. So I made it. I'm back in my home airport of Ontario Airport, and I'm maybe 20 minutes from home. I had to call a Lyft, and hopefully my Lyft driver's here, and we are done with this. Hopefully, there's security. Oh my god, the line's so long because it's an international airport. So, but I understand this airport is my airport. Yay!
I wanna do bad things with you. I'm the kind to sit up in his room.
I'm still at the airport, and I had to put in a claim because they lost my luggage. So I should just, I don't even know. Alright, well at least I get to see my cab. Bye everyone, hope you have a good rest of the rally or whatever you're doing. You're not rally people. Then just enjoy your life and don't let these things get you down, okay? It's just luggage. It's just clothes. But I should get it back. Hopefully they'll locate my bag. I think it's in Denver. They think it's in Denver, so we'll see. Alright.
You came in, the air went out, and all those shadows there filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I wanna do bad things with you. I wanna do real bad things with you.
So after going through the gravel and everything, I could feel my rear brakes getting, felt like they were starting to, should be checked and everything. So I checked them out first thing in the morning in Rifle. Made a decision that would stop at Grand Junction Harley.
Ain't no doubt about it, baby, it's you I in the breeze. I'm wrestle with the line and the grizzly bear. It's my life, baby, but I don't care. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough?
And that's where one of the first hiccups happened, because I don't recommend Grand Junction Harley to anybody. I don't give a crap about a Harley rider and being on a road trip or anything. Got in there and they didn't even want to acknowledge anybody that was there. The service rider said, well, might be able to get you today, but probably be tomorrow. I was like, for some rear brake pads, and they're like, we're just really busy right now. Meanwhile, they rolled a few KTMs in there to put them up on a lift. I didn't have the time to wait around for them to do it, so I got on the phone and called up Zion Harley over in near Hurricane, Utah, almost in St. George. Zion Harley and Hurricane there was about 370 miles away. And after I called them, they said, you get the bike here, we'll get you in right away. So I broke off from the group and I hightailed my butt all the way down to Zion Harley, and couldn't really enjoy the ride, but I hustled my butt there and got there in about 5.5 hours, so I really had that throttle open all the way there. Ran into a hiccup on the way there, because as soon as I got on the 15, it was down to one lane for construction. And then I no more than get through the construction and got into one of the famous rainstorms, and it was just a deluge all the way down right there, all the way into St. George. So that just reinforced the theme of this trip to Sturgis, which is probably my, I don't know, 25th or 30th, somewhere in there. First one I was at was in '86. And yeah, so it just had to put the rain suit on and stuff and still hightail it. Still a good over 100 miles, 120 miles down to Hurricane, but got in there and those people were just awesome. They got me in. I was out a little better than an hour, and by the time it was done, my group was pretty much right there with me. They had texted me, and I talked to them. They were 20 miles away when I talked to them, and when I was rolling out, I just sent a text that I was going to head over to where we were going to stay for the night there in St. George. Got together with them, went for dinner, and then pretty much went to bed and was up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And we didn't want to ride through the desert in the daytime. So we left St. George about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we hightailed our butts all the way to Victorville, stopped in Victorville and had breakfast, and then left there and rolled in, and I made it home by 9:30 in the morning. So yeah, all in all, it was a really good trip. Really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Look forward to getting back up to Sturgis again, and hopefully be able to share all that with you guys again too.